You know that thing we all call anxiety? That restless, always-on mind? Today, we're going to look at it through a totally different lens. What if it isn't a flaw at all? What if it's actually a sign of something much, much more advanced? Let's dive in and see if we can unlock the power hiding behind that label. Does this feel a little too familiar? That constant mental chatter, right? Playing out every single scenario, preparing for things that probably will never even happen. You're not alone in this. But what if? What if this isn't just you worrying? What if it's a seriously powerful cognitive tool at work? Okay, so here's the big idea, the core reframe. We're going to swap out that common label anxiety for what psychology calls advanced predictive processing. And listen, this isn't just slapping a new name on it. This is a complete shift in perspective, from seeing a disorder to seeing a high-level and pretty amazing function. So what in the world is predictive processing? Well, it's your brain's incredible ability to build these complex models of the future. It's simulating conversations, it's projecting outcomes, and it's spotting potential problems long before they even show up. Think of it this way. This isn't a bug in your system. It's a highly advanced, built-in feature. And I love this because it just nails the distinction. This isn't about getting stuck in some useless loop of fear. No, it's about exploring possibilities with incredible depth, analyzing every potential flaw so you can find the absolute simplest, most effective path forward. All right, so how does this actually show up in real life? We're about to walk through the key signs that suggest all that internal noise you're hearing is actually the hum of a deeply analytical and, frankly, extraordinary mind. Let's see if any of these sound like you. We're going to cover 7 specific signs. And hey, if you find yourself relating to even just a few of them, it could mean your mind operates on a level that most people, well, they just never reach. First one up, something most of us would just brush off as overthinking, but in this new framework, it's much more accurately called strategic simulation.
You know when you do this, right? You run through a future meeting or maybe a difficult conversation over and over in your head. You're not just worrying. You are playing mental chess, thinking 10 moves ahead, preparing for every possible thing the other person might say or do. And the goal here is totally strategic, to be so prepared that absolutely nothing can catch you off guard.
Okay, this next one. This is a big one. It's a sign many of us just dismiss as getting lost in deep thought. But it's actually a pretty rare cognitive ability called metacognition. And believe me, this one is a game changer. So while most people see a simple cause and effect, A leads to B, you see this intricate web underneath it all. You don't just react to problems, you actually step back and analyze your own reactions to them. That is metacognition. It's thinking about your own thinking. And it takes a level of self-awareness that is just incredibly powerful. And man, this next reframe, this one really hits home for a lot of people. That feeling you might have written off as paranoia? Psychologically, it's way better understood as an incredibly high pattern sensitivity. This is your brain's superpower for seeing connections that are totally invisible to most other people. You notice these subtle links in behavior or in data or in conversations, and that's why you can so often predict what's going to happen next. It's not just a vibe or some vague gut feeling. It is your brain running high-level pattern recognition in real time. Number 4, do you ever walk into a room and just feel that the atmosphere has shifted? This is hypervigilance. You can sense a change in tension or mood in an instant without anyone having to say a single word. It's like your brain has developed this incredibly sharp radar for all those non-verbal cues. It's a survival skill that makes you highly attuned to your environment. Number 5, the classic, analysis paralysis. But here's the thing. It's not because you're indecisive. It's because your mind sees the full, staggering complexity of the situation. You see every potential pitfall, every hidden variable. So what looks like hesitation to the outside world is actually your brain's refusal to accept a simple, incomplete, half-solved answer. And the last 2 signs, well, they kind of go hand in hand. You probably have a super high awareness of micro details. You know, those tiny shifts in someone's tone or expression that other people just completely miss. And because of that, you practice what's called internal verbalization. That pause before you speak, it's not hesitation. It's you mentally editing and refining your thoughts so that when you do speak, your words land with absolute precision and impact. So, if you've been sitting there nodding along to all of this, the big question becomes, what now? It's time to shift. Time to go from feeling like a victim of your overactive mind to becoming the architect of your own life. Let's talk about how to actually harness this incredible power. It really boils down to three crucial steps. First, you've got to recognize this for what it is, a powerful tool, not a weakness. Second, please stop apologizing for it. Your mind isn't too much. You just process the world with more depth than most people. And finally, take control. Start using this predictive ability to anticipate challenges and to design your path forward with real intention.
And ultimately, this is what true mastery is all about, right? It isn't about just sounding intelligent in the traditional sense. Real genius comes from understanding the unique architecture of your own mind and then learning how to wield it effectively.
So, the final thought I really want to leave you with is this. Your predictive, analytical, deeply layered mind is not a curse that you have to manage. It is an extraordinary gift, and the only question left is how are you going to use it?